The Westpac Bank has been operating in Papua New Guinea for 109 years. Yes, it is one of our oldest banks. 10 years ago, Westpac initiated the Westpac Outstanding Women Awards. The annual WOW Awards recognizes and rewards exceptional achievements made by women in both the private and public sector, and those who have made an impact within the community. On the show today, we are privileged to have Janet Sios, who was the winner of the 2015 Westpac Outstanding Women Awards in a steamship's not-for-profit category. Good afternoon, Janet.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me on the show.
We'll get straight into it. With this award, which was to recognize your work in charitable organization, can you tell us, were you expecting this recognition?
I mean, we set, not really. We set out to do the work that we did in the foundation about 5 years ago. And it came out of necessity at those times when we realized that most Papua New Guineans weren't aware of checking their health status as a major issue for our country. And Papua New Guineans are not used to knowing that as you go through life, towards 40, 50, you need to start checking your medical status so you know how you are, and then you start correcting or taking steps to correct it. So when my mom had a stroke those years ago, I realized that I was myself ignorant, even though I was married to a doctor. And so I bought some equipment in Sydney, came over, started in Kokopo Market, and with the help of the doctors from Vunapope, started to do health awareness on the basic things that causes stroke, heart problems and things like that. And from there, we were asked to incorporate through IPA, and then from there it grew, mainly out of the need to bring about awareness on lifestyle diseases. And when we started to do that, we really didn't know we could be recognized through an award like this, but we are thankful to those that are behind Westpac Awards to recognize our people like us that are doing our work to help communities.
Amazing story there. So can you tell us what compels you to do this charity work?
Mainly is the need. I feel strongly that I've gone through life the way I have, and what I can put back to others is what I'm doing, mainly out of necessity to educate our people. Our people, especially the younger generation, they need to come to be aware that there is always a need for you to take stock of how you're living your life, cut down on smoke, cut down on unhealthy habits of eating lamb flaps rather than eating properly. You know, go back to basic in life. Get what our ancestors were doing. They were fishing, they were going into the bush and do gardening, and their life expectancy was longer. They were living to 70, 80, 90. Yes. But as you can see now, the trend in the last 10 years, or even more than that, it's been, people are dying at 50, 45, and that is because of our lifestyle way of living. We're more going in cars, we're not exercising, we're not eating well, and that's how it has compelled me to do what I do.
Excellent. So the Hospital Poroman Foundation is an organization that you founded. Can you tell us a bit more about this?
Yes, I was saying earlier on in my earlier statement, it came about out of necessity for myself, to educate myself, that I needed, if I was aware that my mom would have had a massive stroke because of the way she had diabetic problems, I would have done my bit to ensure that she went to the hospital and got medically checked and was on her medication to help her live longer. But right now she's been 8 years as a stroke patient, basically wakes up in the morning and all of that. And so that compelled us to do what we're doing. And I would probably say that our team have been in the forefront of lifestyle disease advocacy, and we've even gone to Parliament to talk to our leaders to be able to raise awareness on the issue. We've gone to various departments and various corporate offices to bring about that message of healthy living, and of course the need to ensure that you always get your medical checkup regularly. So, and that's two basic things we talk about in the foundation.
Yes. So after this award and obviously your recognition, there would be a lot of people out there that would be looking to you. Have you thought of where and who you'd like to mentor?
Yeah, I mean, naturally I am doing it already. Yes. I like mentoring because I feel strongly that there is a big gap between our generation, my generation, and even the one before me. And between us and the younger generation like you, I feel strongly there's a big gap in terms of knowledge and skills and transferring all of that towards them. And so mentoring for me is very important.
Yes.
And I do it in my own capacity in various ways. I'm able to do it in community. In fact, I just came out of the PNG Fashion Week show, and part of it is empowering and you know, encouraging young people to get into the fashion industry and all associated industries with it, so that they can be able to look at it as either a career or a business opportunity for them.
Yes.
So mentoring is so important.
That's right. Well, thank you so much for your time. We could go on and on. Obviously, the WOW Awards is an exceptional platform to launch this. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you. And I just want to say thank you to Westpac for the recognition of people like us that are in the communities doing our bit. But the most important thing is often we don't go recognized at all by even our government. But, you know, thank you to Westpac and those companies behind steamships and those companies at the back of them to be able to recognize the achievement of our women doing their bits to contribute to our nation. Thank you so much.